guys, what's up? It's me. This is RWBY Chapter 10, Volume 7. That's the wrong order than it normally is. Let's see. I forgot what it was. Out in the open. The truth is finally out, and it's not only our heroes who take notice with everything at stake. It's all hands on deck to protect the city of Mantle. So I don't think the truth is entirely out in the open, because while the council knows, I don't think everybody knows that there's a big evil grim lady running around. So it's kind of weird that we're already on Chapter 10. Like it makes sense logically, but like it's just like everything's just kind of like built so gradually that having it be like Chapter 10 only having like 2 or 3 weeks of episodes left is like, wait, what? So, okay, I haven't been spoiled for this somehow, which is funny because it's Friday. I'm really behind schedule because I've been sick. But the only spoiler I have is Ironwood has a gun. Like, I've seen a gif of him, like, shooting something in the mouth, I think, but, like, for the most part, I've been so busy with schoolwork that I haven't been able to see anything, so I think that's a good thing. So my roommates aren't here, so I can do whatever the hell I want. So let's just go into this, because I want to see some good fights. The thumbnail was, like, Nora and Weiss, and I love those two so much. But let's see if my computer's actually gonna do what it's supposed to do and not kill me. Keep dreaming about a better world. You keep wishing for some clarity. Always hoping that a lightning bolt is gonna save you from loose gravity. We're holding out for some romantic life. Wake up in a world of charm. Oh, what the tears will set you free. I think my audio is louder than it normally is, because my balancing is off. We'll see. It won't let me pull it up without closing the window. You see, is all you need. Right now our hope is shattered, so weightless ever after. Time you'll find true love. Oh, the heating vents are there. When you don't know where to turn to, and you're sure all hope is gone. When that day you waited for won't come, the dark will yield to dawn. Open up your eyes. Together. Ah, Tyrion. Open up your eyes. My cat is very hyper right now, so we'll see if she behaves. Probably not. Ooh, I dig this track. Hey, can my mouse, like, vanish, please? Oh, that was a really cool Nevermore. Well, if it wasn't. Arctic Nevermore. Ooh, that's neat. I like that a lot. Welcome to hell! Welcome to hell! Oh, shit. That girl got really close to being run over. Ah! I love you!
Here, kitty, kitty!
I love you. That's the thumbnail. My wife! Fun. I like how they're, like, dusted. Yang. Oh, shit. Nice touch. Oh, it's a...
Now!
Holy shit! That's smart.
Shelters are gonna fill up soon. They're all we've got.
All Things Must Die playing is not great.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Hey, you can fight and answer the phone at the same time.
New orders. Let's go.
Little close. God, Weiss, I love you. Oh God. Oh God.
Take us to Atlas. We won't survive down here.
Why isn't Ironwood doing anything? Take us to Atlas!
Please, everyone, we're doing our best. We will get you to safety. Just give us a little more time.
Yes.
Mantle. I know you're scared. I'm here with General Ironwood, and we have a message for you.
Oh shit.
What he has to say may sound unbelievable, but it is all true.
An ancient and terrible evil lies outside of our kingdom. It was responsible for the destruction of Beacon, the attack on Haven, and for the recent attacks on Mantle. This powerful force goes by the name of Salem.
He's doing it.
Salem seeks only to divide us, to turn us against each other. If she can incite hatred in us, then we will lure in the Grim and destroy ourselves.
It's divide.
Salem herself does not work alone. Her minions have invaded our very city.
Arthur Watts and
Ha!
Julian Kalos. These men are the ones responsible for the recent murders in Mantle and for sabotaging the heating grid. But we cannot let
I
ourselves
love
give into fear.
the one with the upright horns.
That is what she wants. Instead, we must unite and fight back together. Every single one of us.
All right, single file line. Place a hand on the shoulder in front of you. Eyes forward. Move. Show them how it's done, kids.
Oh,
Learn to do that.
preschool?
School route.
This, my friends, is why I was forced to divert resources from Mantle for the Amity Communication Tower. Amity Tower is now completed and ready to launch. It will re-establish all global communications.
Wheatstone.
Remodeling as a communications tower. How did James get this past me?
Ha!
Decided to evacuate everyone in Mantle to Atlas. I'm withdrawing all defenses from Amity in order to assist with repelling the Grim in Mantle.
We must put aside our differences and band together to defeat this threat. I fully support General Ironwood's plan.
Oh, I have chills.
The Grim should have destroyed our enemies, not made them friends.
Wait. Our tin soldier's heart has cost him his mind. You need to keep their attention on Mantle for as long as possible.
You want more chaos than a Grim invasion.
If
Yeah.
anyone on Remnant could deliver that, wouldn't it be you?
If you've made it to your local shelter, stay put. Help is on the way. And for those of you in Sector 17, I'll be seeing you personally.
Come to think of it, I do have an idea.
Kick his ass!
I still can't believe those idiots beat us here. Vacuo was supposed to be the next target.
Oh shit.
The timeline has changed. You said the farm boy has the lamp? Find him. Take it.
Oh
No!
shit.
We get what I need first. Then we get what we want. Now go. Ironwood's been hiding the Winter Maiden for years. Tonight I'm going to find her. The General's as predictable as his androids. Threaten what he has, and he'll flock to protect it.
Okay, but being disguised as Ruby would have actually worked to get the land from Oscar.
Get in! Get in!
I love that dude's tail just sticking straight out. Penny! Come on, girlfriend power hour, let's do it.
Got this.
Do you? It's not Penny, is it?
Just need to get everyone to the closest ahead.
The closest LZ is... there.
New semblance time, baby! Penny, 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 penny! Oh, silver eye time. That's dangerous here. You know what? That's valid. I do like that she tried, though. It was a nice touch. Rip off the plating. Oh!
Penny, are you
Oh.
okay? Ouch! Those tusks sure are dangerous. They sure are. I think I have a plan. What is it?
Determined. Oh, yeah, that's not gonna work, hon. Oof.
Over here, you big bag of bones!
I love her trying to trash talk so much. Kamehameha! She's trying to saw him off? Yep. Kill it with its own tusk. Oh!
Yeah, they saved us.
I felt that in my sternum.
Just sent a ship up, heading to the next LZ. Ditto.
Same here.
Miss Hill, the southern outskirts are clear.
It should be safe to begin evacuations now.
Great work, Penny. Over and out. Make sure you get these people to safety. I'm gonna check for any stragglers.
Robin Hill. For such a little bird, you have quite the impact around here. Bringing hope and a smile wherever you go. I find it upsetting.
Sorry, Kalos. I really wanted to pummel you on my own, but the General insisted I share.
Well, you're not the only one with a grudge. You'll both have to get in line.
What are you doing? Please be a trap.
This will certainly do the trick. Although I wouldn't exactly call it finished.
It was a trap, bitch.
Arthur Watts. Welcome.
Can't you turn the floor into lava still?
Finished. It was bait.
Why'd you throw the microphone? Superhero landing.
You know, James, this place has always been a technological marvel. Truly. Even before you went and did all this. The different types of dust, the biome system, and of course, everything that goes into controlling them.
Of course. Of course.
You always were a pain in the ass.
Gravity. So is this how they're choosing to use that setup that they had? It was just how I imagined it. Because there was the scrapped fight with Pyrrha, Nora, Neptune, and Sun in a gravity biome. And I'd been trying to plan out kind of that fight in my head. And this was exactly the kind of shit that I pictured.
Risk of sounding cliche, James. I won't be going down without a fight.
That's the end of it, isn't it? God damn it. Okay. Ugh. Okay. Approximate scale. Having this piano version of Divide is very good. Okay, let's... Okay. Where to start? I love how Studio doesn't, like, gonna start, like, talking about this. My stomach was like, hey, freak out, which is not great. Okay, so... I love Ruby so much. I love her. And I love that, like, she tried to do the silver. Like, it's nice that they're showing her trying and not always succeeding. Like, that's very good, because I feel like it was definitely a case of whenever she tried to do it, it worked. So they were like, okay, we need to show that this actually is, like, a hard thing to do, and we'll do this to make that, like, be more clear. Too bad I never learned the Hammer Lady's name. She's badass. Jean was very good this episode. Just single file line, arms ahead of the person in front of you. Kids, show them how it's done. It's like, that was peak, and it was a very nice tie-in to early in the season. One thing I really like about having more writers on the team and having them be a little bit more experienced is that it's a little bit better at keeping, like, a whole cohesive picture together, so things from earlier episodes are wound in a little bit more cleanly into later episodes, which was really nice. I like that you saw Jean replenishing Ren's aura. That was really, really neat. Like, it's just such a little thing to do, like, just a subtle thing showing that's like, oh yeah, no, this is how their dynamic has changed. This is how everything has changed. Seeing Ren Spider-Man up and then wreck shop was nice. I will never get over seeing how Penny fights. It is very pretty. It is mesmerizing to watch because it's almost more like she's dancing than anything else, and I love how she moves the swords around. And it was very smart that she had, like, that side patch go, like, use most of it to hold it back and then use, like, that side patch to weaken the tusk there. I do love that Penny was like, what is it? Because the number of times that Ruby has been like, I have a plan, and everyone just, like, is on it already. They know exactly what it is. Penny doesn't have, like, that quite telepathy that they've all kind of developed in regards to it. So it was kind of nice to see her kind of asking that, because it's that nice little part of her being, you know, kind of a little bit more naive than everyone else and not having quite that much experience. The lighting in this was just really nice. I liked the cool lighting of, like, the winter and, like, all the snow. It was a nice touch. I loved the Grimm designs so much. I loved seeing, like, how a lot of them were sort of variations of the Grimm that we've seen so far, but also there were the more prehistoric Grimm tossed in there. And then on top of those, like, for the ones that are the Grimm that we've kind of seen before, like the Goliaths, how they all had that more wintry kind of prehistoric feeling to them. Like, the Goliaths were more mammoth-based in this one, which they were mammoths before, but, like, more so. But, like, for the ones that were essentially, like, Beowulfs, having that, like, almost, like, dusting of snow, but having it be, like, crystals and bone was really neat. It looked really cool. Like, it's like when you go outside and you see, like, there's, like, that frosting on grass. I thought it was just very, very pleasing, and I want to animate those. They look really cool. Like, the panther ones, that, like, that head swivel, I was like, oh, God, that's so cool. I want to do that. I want to do that. But that's also my creature class talking. I was expecting Ruby to do her, like, teleport through things semblance bit, but I guess that'll be later. I loved her fight. I love Ruby so much. Like, she's just... I am a sucker for characters who will see the good in things, even when things have gone to shit. I really am. I love my cynical characters. I do. I love the ones that are like, I've been through all this hard stuff, and like I don't really trust people, but I do still have like a soft spot. I love those characters, but I do so have a soft spot for characters who have just been through things and been through horrible, terrible things, but still believe in the inherent goodness that can be capable within people. And I'm such a sucker for it. I like Nora, like, kind of, she was, just her sequence there was very good. Just with all people just like, yeah, take us to Atlas, like, we'll die down here. She's like, I can't, like, make this decision. And I wonder what it felt like in her place, because, like, she's been that person before, but now she was the one who was seemingly keeping them out. I am afraid, because I believe the next episode is called Gravity. And Atlas is where everyone's going to Atlas. And Atlas is suspended in the sky. And if you move the relic, Atlas will fall to the ground. And I have a feeling we're going to get a sky-high situation here. Hopefully with a similar ending in that everything isn't destroyed. I'm not surprised that Watts has access to the Amity systems. I'm annoyed that he does, but I'm not surprised. I do like watching him do this stuff because it's like the creepy puppet master kind of feeling, which is really neat, but I also just want to rip off his mustache and use it to slap him, because he's disgusting. I want to know what's in his bag. Tyrion can eat a dick, but that's pretty standard. I know some people were confused about some comments that I made beforehand, and so I was thinking about his tail being cold, was that someone pointed out that, like, the very tip of his tail is just metal, but then there's still the rest of it, which has, like, a metal plating on top of it that's been strapped down. So my thinking was Full Metal Alchemist rules, where, like, when they're in the north, if you have automail made out of like steel, you would get really bad frostbite because you have this cold metal right up against your skin that's getting super chilled. So my thinking was that with his tail, especially with the amount of nerves that are in a scorpion's tail being equivalent to the amount that you have in your anus, but at every juncture. But it's also possible that's just not how it works here. It also became really inconvenient for him, but I like that Robin, Crow, and Clover are going to go beat him up. I really like that they're gonna kick his shit in. I want them to kick his shit in. I so want them to kick his shit in. Just having the fishing hook come out of nowhere and them just like, you know, I wanted to beat you up by myself, but the general insisted it. It's like, yeah, I want to take a shot at this too. It's like, y'all get in line. He stabbed and poisoned me. Like, they all have so much beef. And they're about to make a stew from it. So I'm very excited to see how that plays out. I'm very glad. I'm curious what's going to go down with the whole shtick with Watts and Ironwood. I'm also a little concerned about Robin, because I imagine it takes a lot of aura to do her semblance for a long period of time, and that was for like the whole conversation. And I did notice one thing, and I was going to call it out, but I figured I was just making it up, was that when it would cut to the close-up of his face, when he talked about Amity Coliseum, and I was like gonna say it did show his arm, so I was like, interesting, like if it cut away from the arm, like you wouldn't know if he was lying or not, so I wonder if he's gonna be telling a lie here or not. And then it ended up being the case where he lied about it, which I think is really neat. That was very clever, like, screen direction for that. I'm glad we're still gonna see the gravity biome, because that was one thing that, like, and I've expressed this before, I am forever eternally bummed that the Pyrrha Nora versus Sun and Neptune fight in the gravity and swamp biome was cut. They talked about it in, like, the commentary on Volume 3. I'm forever sad that we didn't get that. So it's kind of nice that we're probably going to be getting that a little bit with Watts and Ironwood. It's a little bit of a bummer because they're both not super agile fighters, and I feel like having very agile fighters in that kind of biome would be exceptionally interesting, but I'm still intrigued to see how it happens. Especially considering one of them can control the terrain and the other one has a gun. That's it, just gun. Every time the other one also has a gun. His gun is very fancy, though. I feel like he's the kind of guy who would, like, carve too many names into his sword because of, like, that whole thing where, like, you carve the name of your loved one into a sword or all people you've killed, and, like, he carved too many into it so that it just breaks on impact. But it's gun versus gun, except one of them can control the environment, unless Ironwood also has something up his sleeve, despite being a literal metal man. Mott's calling him a tin man was a little bit on the head, or a tin soldier. Cinder being angry. It's nice to see that there is some anger, like her partnership with Neo isn't flawless. Like there's Neo's still just like, I don't care about all this shit, I want revenge. It's interesting that Vacuo is next. I mean, I guess it makes sense because Atlas is like the bigger target and they would need more chaos and more focus, but I'm wondering if they intentionally misled Cinder in that regard. I'm curious. I feel like Ironwood's gonna really get put through a meat grinder, but will turn out okay. I think Watts is gonna end up in jail, but part of me wants him dead. It'd be interesting if it was the other way around, because I feel like of the two of them, one of them's gonna die. And I know that if Tyrion goes back to Salem one more time with nothing, he's gonna be dead. It was good that Neo was like, hey, I'm here for Ruby. I'm going to kill Ruby. But it seems that Cinder's focus has almost shifted more from killing Ruby to getting the Winter Maiden and then killing Ruby, which is interesting. So the Winter Maiden's going to be a thing again, which, you know, it worked out so well last time when in the 11th episode of the volume, someone tried to use an aura transfery thing, especially considering we didn't see Winter this episode. So that's great. That's great. There was just, I love me some good fighting animation. Alright, I'm probably gonna call it there because my stomach is screaming louder. And I think I've said most of the things that I wanted to say. I love Penny. I love Ruby so much. I love her so much. She's so good. I'm really not sure everyone's gonna be able to make it up to Atlas in the first place. I love Yang being like more strategic with her attacks, like having like the delayed ones going off was really smart, and I'm really glad that she added that kind of timer function to it. I want to see Blake do more. I miss Blake dual wielding. I really do. Like, she has two swords. Let her use them. Let her use them, cowards. Ruby's gonna probably use her silver eyes later. I'm very intrigued to see what happens with the maidens. I think that's probably what, like, with the Grimm situation more or less handled. What did I put my finger in? With the Grimm situation more or less handled, I think the big conflicts left are Atlas falling, Winter Maiden. I think that's pretty much it. So, we also haven't seen Salem in a while, so I feel like there might be a really big display involving that soon. I feel like Cinder's also going to try to make a play as well. That seems like, since she seems like she's being desperate, and when she's desperate, she tends to be a little bit reckless. So, we'll see how that goes. God, I'm so hyped for the next episode. I really hope I have time to watch it next weekend. Alright, I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully, this is probably going to be a couple days late just because I'm recording it late, but I will see y'all soon.